Hello, it's Rove. I apologize for the quality of the video. This is on my cell phone. My camera broke. I feel like I really need to apologize to readers. I really could not tell you how many times a day I get private messages from people wondering, why the hell are you updating so slowly? Some of them are a little nicer, are you okay? Some of them are a lot meaner. And, yeah, to all you people. So, but really, I feel like I do need to apologize. That a lot of these stories I'm updating once a month, and that's really, you know, when I was writing Lion's Bride, I updated, at first it was 3 times a week, and then it was once a week, and then I felt really horrible because I had to go a month on hiatus. I had a very good reason to do it. I mean, my husband lost his job. My dad had a heart attack. I went through 2 surgeries, and quite honestly, I had a mental breakdown. I needed a month off. So, but now I really don't have any good excuse to give you, besides the fact that I'm writing too much. Quite honestly, I attempted to write too much all at once. I knew I should not do that, and instead of, dealing with it and doing one story at a time, or maybe 2 stories at a time, I keep adding more and more and more stories. So, I mean, there's Beastly Possession, which is shockingly popular considering it's a horror story. Um, and so that's ongoing, and I've been keeping pretty steady at once a month updates on Beastly Possession, which people complain about, but this is a horror story, and I have never written a horror story in my life. So, yeah. Uh, it's a little slow. I'm learning. Then there's Wheels of Fire, which I consider kind of my, after Lion's Pride. I mean, literally the day I posted the last chapter of Lion's Pride, I posted the first chapter of Wheels of Fire. This was going to be my continuation story. And it's Edo Natsu and Lucy. And I have gotten so many complaints about that story. Seriously. Calm the hell down. People are upset because it's Edo Natsu and not Natsu. And, I mean, seriously, people are getting mean. And when I get, aggressive letters, I mean, seriously, some of this I would consider hate mail, which I've never gotten before in any story. And, these are just people who are upset about the pairing. I mean, seriously, calm the hell down. And so when I get stuff like that, I get really discouraged very easily. I have a very fragile ego, and I don't want to write. If people are going to complain that much, I really don't want to write it. So I've been really slowing down on Wheels of Fire, and I feel bad because I love that story, and I'm getting frustrated with just a small group. I mean, people can say, oh, well, I prefer this, and that's fine. This is like, seriously, it's like maybe half dozen people who have written really nasty letters. So, I can get, 50 messages, oh, this is great, this is wonderful, I love this story, and then, 5 that are, you suck. And those 5 kind of can completely cancel out the other 50. I mean, seriously, I have a very fragile ego. So, I've been slowing down on that. Then there's my story, Super Psycho Love, which has also received quite a bit of hate mail, shockingly. But I kind of expected that. This is not a happy story. And people are going to hate me more and more and more as I write it. And in about 2 or 3 chapters, you're going to hate me. Super Psycho Love is based on an anime music video, so since it's not actually my story, that makes it a little bit harder to write, because I can't play around with it. And plus, it's based on a video. I'm taking, 4 seconds of video and writing 14 pages of action. which is not easy. um, so I'm working on that story as well. So that makes what, 3? Then there is Rum Sodomy and the Lash, which is One Piece, Zoro and the Hawk, and quite honestly, this is just a rewrite. The story is pretty much already done, but I'm rewriting it and I'm sprucing it up. And so I sort of blanked out on that story, and so it's been on hiatus for 2 or 3 months now. And I really do mean to post the next chapter. I just finally got back to writing dance fighting, which kind of sat there for like a year. And finally, I posted the 3rd chapter. Took me long enough. Then there is, what is the other one? Oh, I Leave You My Pride, which shockingly has become incredibly popular considering it's only 6 chapters. I only planned it to be about 8 chapters, and yet someone pointed out if you go to fanfiction.net, you click to show just rated M stories for Gray and Lucy, and you arrange it by favorites, I Leave You My Pride is number 1. I was like, wow, that really shocked me. So yeah, that one's kind of popular, and quite honestly, I'm having a pretty hard time writing it because you readers come up with some of the best ideas, and I didn't think of it. And then I think, do I change my story to incorporate that, or do I leave it how it is and it's going to be over with pretty quickly? Like I said, only 2 more chapters to go. And so I'm in a bit of a rethinking my ending, quite honestly. So that one's a little bit on hold. Then there's that new one. It's on my main account, Rove, not Wild Rove, but Rove. What did I call it? I'll Freeze the Heavens for You, which is Gray and Lucy. I don't know why I keep writing for Gray and Lucy, but they're sort of my favorites of the moment. And so that one, I honestly was not prepared to publish it. And a friend's birthday was coming up, and I said he wanted a Gray and Lucy story, and I'm like, well, I got this. So I posted 2 chapters that were done. The rest was not ready. So it's been sort of sitting there, and so I do mean to get back to that one. And then, as if I don't have enough stories, just today, what is today? Today is April 9th. Just today, I posted a new story. Yeah. So, it's Loki and Lucy, which I've been wanting to write them again for like so long. And the story actually is done. It is actually finished. I will be updating it once a week. It's only 5 chapters. Although already I'm starting to rewrite the ending, I might have a 6th chapter. I always rewrite things. I always expand on what I planned this, and I end up with that. So, so I just started that now, today, a few hours ago. But I've been holding it off for months now, honestly, till I could actually finish the story, so I know I don't end up with, writer's block and putting it on hiatus for a month, and everyone gets pissed off. So, this is my apology to everyone who's been wondering, why are you updating so slow? This is why. I could update once a week and still be updating once every 7 weeks for an individual story. So I'm actually writing like constantly, and I'll jump from this story to this story, this story, this story, and too many stories. That's my excuse. So I'm very sorry. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say. This is Rove, signing off. How the hell do I turn this cell phone off? Sorry. There.